Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to be talking about some subjects that come from a background of what I did in the military as being a canine handler. My name is Blake Worth, and I'm going to be talking to you about the military working dog program. Today we're going to be going over a few topics of the military working dog program. We're going to start out with the explosive detection dog side of the house. Then we're going to jump into the narcotics detection side of the house. And then we're going to wrap it up with me talking about the patrol side of the house, which has to deal with not being on patrol, but actual aggression work that the dog can do. Some interesting topics, so I want to get into it by starting to talk about the explosive detection dog program. So the explosive detection dog program is a program in itself, which is the biggest thing for a mission of a military working dog to do. Because obviously out there's a huge threat with improvised explosive devices and any kind of homemade explosives that are currently taking the lives of people. So the program is set up to push out as many explosive detector dogs as possible and to provide coverage for different things and different aspects in the workforce of the military. So they first start out, they go through their training, and they learn an initial building block of how to find the odors, as we would call them, and they find a certain amount of the odors, and then they come out to their first base, and then that's where we build them up from there and make them more accurate, make them more advanced from the initial level. You can think of it kind of like a building block. And they come out here with their first block, and then we build on top of it. So it's a very, very great program. It really helps out saving lives downrange and home side. And we do a wide variety of types of area searches with the explosive detector dogs. So with the explosive detector dogs, that's the biggest bread and butter for the military working dog program. And then next I want to get into the narcotics detection dogs. So obviously with the narcotics detector dogs, you'll notice that, why would we use those? How can they go overseas and have a mission downrange? Well, the thing is, they're more of a home site protection, therefore more or less finding drugs around the base and around the duty station and trying to keep narcotics from being introduced into the lives of military family members. So they go through the same kind of training that the explosive detector dogs do, and it's a very good program in itself. And they start out the same way. They go through the building blocks, and they come out at a very basic level. And what we do is we progress them from that level. And I can't name specifically the kinds of drugs and stuff they search for due to being restricted from talking about that kind of stuff, but they are highly trained and very good at what they do. So that's going to lead me into my final subject, patrol dogs. Patrol dogs are usually teamed up. It's a skill that's paired with one of the different detections. So whether it's explosive or narcotics, so you're going to have a patrol explosive detector dog or a patrol narcotic detector dog. So the patrol dog, they're used for, think of a police dog, a canine dog, and think of how a canine dog can pursue a suspect or help protect a fellow officer. So we use them in those capabilities. And they also can find people, say a bad guy wants to run into the woods. Our patrol dogs are set up to be able to go, call it a scout, and they can go scout for that person and try to find them out in the woods and stuff. We also do building searches, other stuff like that, but they're mainly for what's called controlled aggression, and they're trained in that kind of same aspect to pursue a perpetrator that's acting aggressively against an officer. So now that we wrapped up talking about the three topics, I'm just going to go through. We talked about explosive detector dogs a little bit, kind of how they work and how they come to us trained. And we got into the same kind of subject with narcotic detector dogs. And then after that, we wrapped it into the patrol dog side of the house. So if anyone has any future questions, then you can always contact me through the discussion board, or just ask some questions, post them below, and I'll be free to ask them anything you want if you want to know a little bit more. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.